That is what is going to get you to handle women better, is looking at reality and seeing the reality of how they actually move, what the dating world actually is, who's actually getting the girls. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe what you see online. It's all glamorized. It's all sensationalized. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Marv Overmatter, back with another video. And today what I'm going to talk about are the three biggest red pill lies, man. The three biggest red pill lies. So obviously, you know, people watching my video would classify me as a red pill content creator because I'm bringing the truth about, you know, dating to the viewers, right? I'm bringing the truth about female nature. I'm bringing the truth really about the mindset and the mental, not gymnastics, but like the mental aspect of dating, right? That's mainly what I focus on. I don't really tell you like how to dress, what to do, like specifically for yourself. Like what I want to get more into talking about the workouts and everything for your body, but I don't tell people like specifically what they should do because there's no one way to be. You know what I'm saying? You can be any type and then you'll just get a different type of girl. But all types of girls still have a certain, there's still the same mental aspect that goes into it. There's still the same things that are going to attract a woman on a mental level, right? And so that's what I bring to you. So, you know, I might be classified as a red pill content creator, but that doesn't mean I agree with everything that the red pill has to say, right? And I feel like over the years, there's been some stuff that's maybe had some truth to it, but it's gotten blown out of proportion, right? And people are swearing by it, right? Like there's certain things in the red pill community, they're like, okay, if you don't have this, you are not getting girls. And it's like, okay, it's funny, but when you got guys actually believing this stuff, that's when it becomes a problem, because now it's hindering their real life. You know what I'm saying? It's hindering their real life, and it's still going to hinder their dating life because they're not going to be a real person. You know what I'm saying? Girls want to be with a real person. You can fake it for so long. You can fake these things, but it's like eventually they're going to see who you really are, right? So you need to know the actual things you need to work on about yourself, the actual mindsets you need to work on that are really going to help you long term, not the stuff you can fake up front. And then she's going to find out, oh, this isn't real anyways. And then be like, oh, this isn't the guy I thought I was with. You know what I'm saying? And all types of problems, all types of stuff will arise, you know what I'm saying, in your life in general if you're just not being yourself for real. So I'm doing this video because I had a comment from a viewer in one of my videos, and what he said was just, it's something I had heard in the red pill community, but I'm just like, bro, the fact that you really believe this is crazy. The fact that you really think this is a reality is crazy. So that's gonna lead us into the first one. So the first red pill lie is that you have to be super serious all the time. You have to be stoic all the time. You can't show any type of sense of humor or anything like that. Like, that's not true, bro. That's what the dude was saying in my comment section. I said something about like 3 personality traits that will help you with girls, and one of them was being funny / playful, right? I say funny if you're actually funny, you know what I'm saying? You can actually make people laugh. Like, you're not just trying to make people laugh and they're not, you know what I'm saying, you're just a try hard. No, nobody likes that, right? But if you're actually funny, girls are gonna mess with you because they want to laugh, right? And if you're not funny but you know how to be playful and have banter and go back and forth, you know what I'm saying, girls are gonna like that. They're gonna be attracted to that. That's gonna cause chemistry between you two, right? And this dude was like, he's like, no, girls don't like clowns. He's like, you got to be serious. He's like, they only respect you if you're serious. I'm like, bro, you read that in an article, seen it in a video somewhere. You have not looked out in real life, and that's what you are observing. There's no way that that's possible, because everybody knows if a guy is funny, girls are gonna gravitate towards him. People in general are gonna gravitate towards him, right? That's just something that has been told in the red pill for so long. Like, you got to be stoic, you got to be in frame the whole time. You can't ever, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's not realistic. That's not realistic, and it's not what you have to do to get girls. It's just not the case. You can be funny, you can be playful, you can have fun. You know what I'm saying? Girls like to have fun. It's crazy for guys to think, okay, no, I have to be just super serious all the time. I can't ever crack at all. You know what I'm saying? I got to be militant. That's not true. Like, are there militant guys who get girls? Yeah, I'm not saying that's going to hurt you, but the fact that guys think that you can't ever even be playful, you can't ever show any sign of humanity, you know what I'm saying? It's silliness. right? So just pretending to be super stoic all the time is not going to help you get more girls. You know what I'm saying? It might initially they might be like, okay, you know what I'm saying, pique their interest a little bit, because then, like, when you're stoic, typically you're more reserved, so it makes you a little bit more mysterious. So yeah, that's true. Okay, that might pique a little bit of interest, but what then? Then what? All right, they're interested a little bit. Now what? Now where you going? You know what I'm saying? You got no substance. So yeah, that's just that's one of the lies, man. That's one of the things that, you know, people have blown out of proportion. Like, yes, you can be serious. Yes, it's gonna intrigue them a little bit. Yes, but you can have a sense of humor. You can be playful. All right, so that's the first one. Now the second lie, and I touched on this before in a video, but I just want to double down on it, is the height thing, right? The height, you got to be 6+ or it's over for you. That's not true. Like, look around in real life. There's dudes that are not 6 feet that are getting girls. Will being taller help you? Yes. But being shorter is not going to be, it's not over for you. It doesn't just stop girls from liking you. I literally was talking to a girl at an event I was working at a couple weeks ago. I was talking to her about it because I like to have conversations so I can bring them back and share the information I get with y'all. So I was specifically asking questions about her and, like, the dude she's, like, talking to, whatever. I start off the conversation like, oh, okay, like, well, maybe she said something about somebody. I don't know what it was, but we started talking about it. And I asked, like, specific questions, and I was basically trying to figure out, like, okay, did she reach out to him first or did he reach out to her first, right? And she was like, yeah, I followed him first. Like, I followed him, and he didn't even follow me. Then he followed me, then I unfollowed him, then he unfollowed me, then I followed him back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a back and forth, the games that girls play, right? It was, that's what it was. But I say all that to say, like, she reached out to this dude first. She had seen him in person because he was, like, cool with somebody she knew. I don't know, something like that. Anyways, but I asked her how tall he was, and she was like, see, that's the thing. She's like, I usually only go for, like, the 6+, but, you know, he's kind of short. I was like, okay, how tall is he? She's like, he's 5'8". But it doesn't matter, because guess what? This is what the girls always say. They always say, yeah, usually I this, usually I that. If you look at the dudes that they really actually been with, they really actually laid down with, they really actually was in relationships with, these dudes are not all 6+. I promise you. There's no girl that's only been with 6+ guys. It's all cap. It's all cap. So do not believe it. Do not fall for it. And don't be feeling bad about the fact that you're not 6+. It doesn't even matter, really. I've said this before, but me personally, I'm 5'11", right? So I'm not short. I'm not a short dude, but I'm not tall, like mad tall. You know what I'm saying? I'm like at the bottom of tall. I'm like at the bottom of tall, right? So with that being said, like, usually when I end up talking to a girl, they usually think I'm taller than I actually am. Most girls will think I'm either 6'1" or 6'2". I've never heard a girl say I was 6 feet. I've never heard a girl guess I was 5'11". They always guess I'm like 6'1" or 6'2" if that comes up in conversation. Unless they have, like, a dad who's like 5'11" or 6 feet, and they can tell, like, I'm right around his height. Unless they know somebody, like, very specific, like their brother or their dad, then they'll have a better idea how tall I am. But if they don't, they usually think I'm 6'1", 6'2", right? I mean, I have an athletic frame. I look like, if I'm walking around, I look like an athlete. So they just kind of throw me into that category, and they assume all athletes are 6'1", 6'2". But the point is, they don't actually know the height. They don't actually care about the height. The actual height does not matter. If they're messing with you, it doesn't matter. That's the point of this. So height will help, right? So if I was like, nah, I'm actually 6'3", will it boost me a little bit? Yeah, it would. If I was 6'3", and they were like, what are you, like 6'1", 6'2", and I was like, nah, I'm 6'3". Yeah, that's gonna boost me a little bit. I'm not gonna lie about that. That's true. But when I'm like, oh, nah, I'm 5'11", they be like, really? Oh, I thought you were 6'1". Okay. And they just keep it pushing. You know what I'm saying? I have friends who are way shorter than me, 5'6", getting girls. 5'9", bro has more bodies than me. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it doesn't really matter. That height thing, they've blown it out of proportion. I get where it comes from, because girls talk a lot about wanting to be with a guy that's 6+, right? I'm not messing with no guy, but it's not true. It's all cap. It's not true at all. Maybe they would prefer to be with somebody that's taller, but they will take somebody that's not as tall, and they will have no problem with it, right? That's just the reality of the situation. So don't get caught up in this height thing. It's another one of the red pill lies, the things that's got blown way out of proportion. It's not that deep. It's not that serious. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't be staying up at night. I actually had I said this before too. I had somebody in my comments talking about getting that surgery to get taller, to be 6 feet. Like, bro, it's not going to change that much for you. It's really like, it would not change that much for you if you got the height surgery. Unless you're going from like 5'8" to 6'5", it's not going to be that big of a difference. You're not really going to notice that much. There's a bunch of 6 foot dudes walking around getting no attention. I promise you. If you're not getting attention, it's not your height. It's something else about you. You're only going to get attention for your height if you're like 6'4", 6'5". Like if you're enormous, maybe 6'3". If you're like, I say 6'3" is probably the height where you start getting like attention just specifically for your height. There's dudes that are 6'1", 6'2", 6 foot. They just walk in the room. You're like, oh, okay. Like it's just a big person. Like, oh, okay. And then girls keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to change your life, right? So you can be a really handsome 5'9" dude. You'll get more attention than a basic looking 6'2" dude. It just is what it is. So stop believing the height lie. It's not that deep. All right. And the third lie that the red pill tells is that you have to have all this money, man. All this money to get these girls. I promise you that's not the case, bro. That is not the case. You do not need to have a whole bunch of money. Like, that one is the most ridiculous one to me, because it's like, I mean, I guess if you don't get girls like that, you wouldn't really know. But dudes really think, like, there's dudes that there's gigolos. Like, gigolos exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, that alone should let you know you don't have to have money to get women. There's literally professions that men have where they literally get paid, the women pay for them. So that can't exist in the same world that you have to have money to get women. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense. Are there some women that you need money to deal with? Yeah, definitely. There's definitely women who that's standard, but that's not the majority of women. And the red pill tries to make it seem like if you don't make 6 figures, you're done for. You will never get a woman. That is cap, bro. I promise you, that is cap. You can get women with $0 in your account. I have a friend he was like, bro, I used to get more girls when I was homeless. He's like, bro, I was living in my car. I used to get more girls than I get now. That's because he was more focused on getting girls at the time than he is now, of course. I'm not saying being homeless or having no money is going to improve it, but if you want to get girls with no money and other stuff is right, your other stuff is right, your look is right, your body's right, you know what I'm saying? You know how to talk, you're going to get girls. You don't need to be spending a whole bunch of money, so you don't need to be having a whole bunch of money. You know what I'm saying? Should you have money? Yes, that's for you though. You should have money for you. And if you so happen to find a girl that you feel like is worth bringing into your life, then yes, you can provide for that girl. But you shouldn't just be out here providing for girls. So your money shouldn't even come up until she's somebody that you're like, okay, yeah, this is somebody that I really rock with. Then the money will matter. But it shouldn't even matter before that. You should be do not feel like you making 60, 50, you know what I'm saying, $1,000, you single by yourself, supporting yourself, doing okay. Don't feel like you should be ashamed of that. Like, I can't talk to women until I make $1 million. Like, that's crazy. You will waste a lot of time, and all you're going to do is get played when you get the $1 million, because you're not going to know how to deal with women. So it's really one of the biggest lies. It has a benefit because it gets guys to work hard. So I'm not going to completely shit on that one, because it's like, all right, it has a benefit. You know what I'm saying? Guys are out here working hard to build their lives up. You know what I'm saying? And that's a good thing. That's a really good thing. That's a great benefit, even though it's not completely the truth about what it will do with, like, in terms of getting you women. It is true in the sense, it is something that will still help you in who you are, and then that will help you with women. But you don't need the money. You don't need the actual money to get the women. If you look decent, clean yourself up, talk okay, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get women. That's just what it is. All right, fellas, so that's the video for today. Don't fall victim to what you hear online. Things that you haven't seen with your own eyes, or even more, you've seen the exact opposite in real life, don't believe the online over real life. That's my thing, man. That's my driving force, is like, look at reality, believe reality. That is what is going to get you to handle women better, is looking at reality and seeing the reality of how they actually move, what the dating world actually is, who's actually getting the girls. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe what you see online. It's all glamorized. It's all sensationalized so that they can get you to buy something. Back to the height thing. Dudes is wearing height. They selling the height boosting, the things you put in your shoes. I don't even know what they're called. The little height boost things. The heels, basically. They got guys walking around wearing heels, high heels. They just put them inside the shoe. It's crazy. It's crazy. And these people that are telling you that you need to do these, they have deals with them. You know what I'm saying? They're not telling you for no reason. They have deals with these companies. So yeah, they're telling you, oh, height matters so much, so much, so much, because they want to sell you the thing. They want to get profit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's don't believe it. Don't be so gullible. Don't just fall for anything. Go for anything. Like, think for yourself. Look for yourself. What do you actually see? Yes, I'm sure. Look around today. You're going to see somebody who's under 6 feet with a girl. I promise you. If you see, the next time you see a girl that you like, look at the guy she's with. Under 6 feet. Maybe he's over 6, or maybe he is over 6 feet. But the next one after that, or the next one after that, or then you look at 10 girls you like, one of them's going to be with a guy that's under 6 feet. One of them's going to be with a guy that's your height or shorter. So it's like these crazy standards that the red pill is trying to set for you. It's like, it can be good, like in the sense of money, you know what I'm saying? Because it helps you to strive for something. But things like height, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't make any sense. Trying to fake your personality to be a certain way just to try to get girls, that doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? You can see guys who are funny who get girls. If you watch these Riz videos, you know what I'm saying? I always shout out Ugly TV. Bro's funny as hell. He be mad funny with the girls and they love him. It doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? He's not acting serious the whole time. Like, it's crazy what guys will believe if they just hear it over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? It's propaganda at this point. So I just want to debunk some of these lies. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think, man. Drop some other ones in there. Drop some other lies. Help guys wake up. Some other things you've heard online, and then you live in your real life and you're like, bro, this is not the truth at all. This is completely not the truth. There may be some truth in it, but it is not the complete truth. You know what I'm saying? Drop them in the comments. Help some guys wake up. All right, fellas. So free consultations in the bio, in the description box. Instagram in the description box. Follow me. And you know what it is. It's mind over matter, Marv over matter. Let's get it.